Welcome to instant sleep. This is a place where you can relax, unwind, and drift away to peaceful slumber with stories that will take you on a journey to dreamland. So if you're tired of tossing and turning all night long, if you're weary from the day's troubles, then come home to instant sleep, where a new story awaits you every night. And now, without further ado, let the soothing tale begin. A hero's journey to hell, Hades and the abyss, with a lyre instead of a sword. Sounds intriguing, doesn't it? This isn't your typical adventure tale. Oh no. This is Orpheus's Lullaby, a song of music, serenity, and taming the untamable. It's more than just a trip to the underworld. It's a symphony of courage and creativity. Imagine this. Our boy Orpheus steps up to the gates of hell, which are eerily silent. No snarling three-headed dogs, no soul-stealing serpents, just an invitation to step inside. And what does Orpheus do? He busts out his sweet lyre and strums a tune that would make Persephone herself tap her toes. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hold up. Why isn't everyone just jamming out in hell? Well, it's because music is a powerful tool. It can move mountains, break hearts, and break curses. And Orpheus isn't just any musician. He's a legend, a poet whose songs gave life to emotions. When he played, the trees danced, the rivers ran with wine, and even stones tapped their feet. His music wasn't just notes and chords. It was poetry set to music. Every string pull told a story. Every strum spoke of longing, hope, and love. As he begins his serenata, the very essence of hell seems to lean in, captivated. Remember, we're not talking about some backyard barbecue here. We're talking about hell, a place where even the damned find it hard to rest easy. Yet, as Orpheus weaves his magic, the landscape softens, almost as if the river gods themselves are tapping their oars in time with his music. Can you imagine the power of music that stills the flow of an otherworldly river? But it gets better. Those gnarled old tree roots that were probably hell's version of cheering on the damned now start to sway like willow branches in a summer breeze. It's like watching the grim reaper bust a move. Hell's creatures, those poor lost souls stuck in their torment, they too seem to find solace in Orpheus's music. It's like he's serving up a helping of catharsis with every chord. And let's not forget the grand finale, the icing on this hell of a cake. The very guardians of hell, those imposing figures who probably struck fear into the hearts of sinners and saints alike, well, they're moved to tap their cosmic toes. It's like the heavy metal version of a mosh pit, except these guys are so epic they make it look graceful. Think about it, though. What does this say about Orpheus and his music? If he can charm the pants off hell's own guardians, then his tunes must be seriously epic. It's like Mozart playing poker with demons. Talk about raising the stakes. Now you might be wondering, how does our boy Orpheus manage this musical miracle? Well, it's not just about the music, although that's pretty darn amazing. It's also about what he represents, a beacon of light in the darkness, a dude who walks into hell with a smile and a song. There's something incredibly inspiring about that, don't you think? He doesn't go in guns blazing or shield bashing. He goes in with a guitar pick and a ballad. And somehow it works. What's more, his music doesn't just fill the air, it interacts with the environment around him. It's like playing a real-life video game where your character's awesomeness affects the very fabric of the game world. It's mind-blowing to think that a human could have that kind of power, especially when that human is armed with nothing but a lyre and a whole lot of soul. So, our boy Orpheus, with his angelic tunes, has taken on hell and won. How cool is that? But remember, this isn't just a tale of musical domination. It's also a story about connection, about finding common ground with the most unlikely of listeners. Through his music, Orpheus bridges the gap between worlds, between the realm of the living and the realm of the dead. It's a reminder that music is a universal language, a message without words that resonates with all who hear it. Picture this. You're chilling in hell, right? And suddenly you hear a familiar tune wafting through the air. You recognize it instantly, that catchy pop song that was topping the charts back in the land of the living. Could it be that hell has embraced modern music? Well, hold on to your pitchforks, folks, because it's happening. The river Styx is grooving to the beat, those gnarly tree roots are bopping along, and even the stone tablets inscribed with ancient curses are tapping their dusty toes. Hell has officially joined the 21st century, and it's doing it in style. And who's behind this sonic revolution? None other than Orpheus, the legendary musician whose tunes can melt the icy heart of hell itself. With a flick of his wrist and a strum of his lyre, he's turned the underworld into a dance floor. Now I know what you're thinking. Why is hell suddenly down for disco? Well, remember, hell isn't just a place, it's a state of being. It's a realm where emotions run high, and the soundtrack is usually a cacophony of screams and despair. But with the addition of these chart-topping hits, hell is getting a much-needed makeover. It's like injecting a dose of serotonin straight into the veins of damnation. But hold on. Let's take a closer look at the lyrics of these infernal earworms. Picture this, a soul-stirring ballad about lost love echoing across the plains of hell. Orpheus, our resident hell-raising hero, has decided to switch up the playlist and inject some emotion into the soundtrack of damnation. Suddenly, the mournful strains of a power ballad pierce the air, replacing the usual cacophony of torment. And you gotta admit, it's kinda catchy. But here's the kicker. These tunes aren't just for entertainment, they're a portal to catharsis. For the damned, it's like group therapy, but with better music. And who wouldn't want to open up about their darkest secrets while belting out a power ballad at the top of their lungs? Now let's talk about the headbangers among the damned, those headstrong souls who refused to repent and ended up stuck in hell. They're not immune to the lyrical onslaught either. Imagine a mosh pit in hell, a pit of fire and brimstone with headbangers flailing and thrashing to the beat. It's like a mosh pit, but with higher stakes and hotter temperatures. Even Cerberus, that three-headed hellhound guarding the gates of the underworld, can't resist tapping his massive paws to the beat. With a rockin' good time on tap, who needs eternal damnation? But wait, there's more. Our boy Orpheus hasn't just brought a new playlist to hell, he's become a guiding force for the damned. It's like a mix of Elton John and Gandalf, except with better hair. The lyrics he sings aren't just words. They're a roadmap for the lost souls of hell, a beacon of hope in the darkness. With every strum of his lyre, he offers them a chance at redemption, a second chance at life. And who knows, maybe with a few sing-alongs under their belts, these reformed headbangers will trade in their leather jackets for halos. So next time you find yourself stuck in traffic or waiting in line, remember the tale of Orpheus and the damned. Maybe bust out your favorite power ballad and see if you can turn your mundane surroundings into a hellish dance floor. You never know, you might just inspire a mosh pit of your own. So there you have it, folks. Orpheus takes on hell and shows those horned heads how to cut loose. I know, shocking, right? A musician conquering the underworld with his six-string axe. Who knew? But hey, that's the beauty of stories. They can take you anywhere, even to hell and back again, all without leaving your seat. Just make sure you bring plenty of tissues because those tear ducts don't empty themselves. Thanks for joining me on this wild ride. Until next time, keep rocking, keep dreaming, and remember, even hell has a soft spot for a good tune. Peace out.